Welcome to Collecting Chaos. It's time for the Eternal Mylite project. I have 20 comics to show you today. 20 or 21? Most of them are Bronze or Copper Age Marvel comics. So let's get started. Oh, no, wait. Before I get started, you can pick this up at Walmart. Why would you want to? Well, I'll show you that tomorrow. All right, let's get some Bronze Age Marvels here. We'll start out with Man-Thing number 14. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. Zoom in, not out. Make sure I get a decent focus. This is from the first series, 1974, or 1975 is the date. Steve Gerber, Alfred Alcala art. Good stuff. Don't ask me how much this is. I'm not going to sell it. I plan on keeping my... matter of fact, I don't think I have anything in this lot that I'd be willing to sell today. So, I do have a few Marvels that I collect, this being one of them. Has Sif as the Marvel value stamp. Pages are kind of a creamy yellow, not quite tan. Does have a very slight acidic odor. Most people would call that old comic smell. Very slightly acrid, very slightly acidic. Does need a clean. Wouldn't hurt to go over it with my ball bearing. With this thing, there's a few spots that could use it. And yeah, clean and press, and this will be nice. Like I said, it's staying in my collection. It's not going anywhere. Next up, Man-Thing number 15. Once again, Steve Gerber did the writing. Rico Rival, or Ravel, did the art. Pretty nice artwork. Looks a little faded, but it isn't. Again, pages, a little bit yellowed, not quite tan. They are still very supple. And it is complete. Number 16. Death of a Legend. I believe that's Fafford, I'm not sure. It says Decay meets the Mad Viking. Steve Gerber, John Buscema art with Tom Palmer inking him. John Buscema is just a wonderful artist. Pages are cream to off-white. Only Marvel would be crazy enough to visit Chinese town. Got a little dirt on the back cover. Doesn't look too bad. Nice gloss. Could use a press. Number 17, Citrusville. I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I'm just going to skip to the center. Make sure that the centerfold is tight, which it does appear to be. Yeah, centerfold's nice and tight. Cover's tight. Pages creamed off-white. Could you use a clean and a press? And it will get that. Eventually. All my comics eventually will be cleaned. Most of them will probably eventually be pressed. Number 18. Nice Gil Kane cover there. Jim Mooney did the exterior art. Centerfold is nice and tight. Creamed off-white pages. Does appear to be complete. Could use a press and a clean. Number 19. Jim Mooney and Frank Springer. They made a great team. Frank Springer, as an artist on his own, not a big fan, but when he teamed up with Jim Mooney, they did some awesome work. Getting that slight acid smell again. The pages are feeling a little dry. They're still supple, but they're feeling a little bit dry. So, centerfold is tight. Staple is slightly off the spine there. The lower staple is. Cover needs to be cleaned. Maybe a press. It's got something right here on it that might come off when I clean it. I'll use some Immaculate on this one when I clean it. See if I can't get that off of there. Here's number 20. And there will be other comics aside from Man-Thing. It's just Man-Thing makes up the bulk of these. I like this cover a lot. It's got Spider-Man, it's got Daredevil, it's got Thing, it's got Shang-Chi, it's got some random sheriff running out of the car. And of course, it's got Man-Thing. Off-white pages. It's from August of 1975. Jim Mooney did the art and coloring and the inks on this one. He did all the art in this one. Pages are firmly attached, but the staple is kind of strange. That happens sometimes when they stapled the comics. It wouldn't go through right. Definitely needs a press. Clean would not hurt it any. Number 21. Off-white pages. Firmly attached centerfold. Firmly attached cover. Jim Mooney did the art. Steve Gerber, of course, is still writing it. Cover's a little bit faded on this one, not much. A lot of people probably wouldn't even notice it. If you put it in Mylar, people wouldn't notice it at all. It's got some creases on it. A little bit of dirt. It's not, overall, it's not too bad. Number 22. This is from October of 1975. That's why you don't see any barcodes on them. The barcodes didn't start showing up in comic books until 1976. It's got some creasing on the back cover. The back cover is dirty. It appears to be attached well to the cover. Off-white pages. This red ink up here, there's nothing you can do about that. The distribution companies would put that on there so that they would quickly know which comics had to be removed from the newsstand when. And that's what those are all about. It's a pull, it gives a pull date. The centerfold is firmly attached. I've got that somewhere, I think. I think I might even have that one somewhere. I have to dig out my my treasury size comics one day and show them to you. Or maybe over several days. Put in the comments down below if you want me to show my Treasury Edition comics. From the second series of Man-Thing, here's number 4. And this is from 1980, and of course it has the barcode. This is a newsstand copy. It's in kind of rough shape as far as the cover is concerned. It's got a few creases. It's got some wear on the cover. It's got a lot of spine ticks and spine creases. It's cut poorly on the top. Definitely needs a clean. Definitely needs a press. Off-white pages. The cover is tight. The centerfold is coming loose on the top staple, so I'm going to be careful with that so it doesn't come out. Next, Man-Thing number 8. This is from the second series again. And of course this is a direct market copy, you can tell from the Spider-Man. Again, a lot of cover wear. There's some discoloration on the staples, but they are not rusted. Some spine ticks, not too bad. Definitely needs a clean, definitely needs a press. Cream to off-white pages. Centerfold is firmly attached. The staples are down here. They should be up a little bit. Staple placement on the book itself is not considered a defect, but when judging a comic to try to get to that mint 10 state, that is when I think the staple placement on the cover is important. And I'm not talking about left and right staple placement. I'm talking about up and down, vertical staple placement. What do I have next? Marvel Adventure featuring Daredevil. And he's fighting the Gladiator. I always liked the Gladiator as a villain. Cream to off-white pages. Of course, it's Stan Lee and Gene Colan. He was originally printed in Daredevil 23. So I'm just going to go through this one real quick. I will probably at some point put this up for sale. I will clean and press it before I do that, though. Because, you know, I'm not that interested in getting the superhero reprints. Although I am collecting Daredevil now. I finally admitted to myself that I'm collecting Daredevil. I did that once I acquired Daredevil number 8. Marvel Classic Comics number 2, The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. Cream to off-white. As you can see, this is a square-bound book, as opposed to the perfect binding. It definitely needs a clean. Alex Nino illustrated. And I think these are actually reprints. I'll have to get out my copy of the Time Machine from the original classics and see if this reprints the original classic comics done by Gilberton. Because it sure does look like some of the artwork they did back then. Of course, Alex Nino did a lot of stuff for Charlton also. Marvel Classic Comics number 18. I'd like to get a whole run of these because I like them. This is a newsstand copy. It does have some staining on it. I bet you these are cheap too. Bet you they're not real expensive. So yeah, that's the water stain. Needs a clean, needs a press. Yeah, it's got an acidic smell to it. Overall, it's in pretty nice shape for what it is. These were read, obviously, multiple times. Robinson Crusoe. It has some bad damage right here on the spine. So, again, a newsstand copy. Most of these, I think, are newsstand. From 1977. I think it would be great if somebody picked up the licensing to do to reprint all of the old Gilberton classics and just did like one a month or two a month or something like that. Because there were tons of those. This is Frankenstein number 20. This one actually has some problems. This page was never actually stapled in. Or either that or the staples are actually missing. The staples are actually missing from this comic. What I'm assuming is that somebody took them out thinking that they didn't belong there. Or it was just never stapled. No, there's the staples are there. I might have to try working on this and see if I can get those staples to go all the way through. It may require a cover removal. And that is not an easy thing to do with these, but I think I can do it. Yeah, I might take the cover off of this, get it all straightened out, put the staples in the way they're supposed to be, and then reattach the cover. Moonstone number 20. This is Marvel Classics number 23. And this one I don't remember ever seeing before. Well, I mean, obviously I had it, but yellowish cream pages. Yeah. Bad miswrap. I want that one. I want that one. Number 24. I want number 24. Actually, I want all of those. I'm going to have to look it up and make myself a checklist for those. Next, Web of Spider-Man, number 22. A pink cover. I thought that was supposed to be a red cover. But it's not really faded because the blues are fine and everything else looks fine on it. From 1987, white pages. And I ran out of room on my on my camera's SD card, so I had to empty it. Downloaded the videos first, of course. I guess I need to go buy another SD card, but this time for my camera. Maybe I'll see if I can find a 256 gigabyte one for that too. I got one for my phone. Anyway, what I was saying about this was. It looks like it's in pretty decent shape. It's not really dirty. It's fairly clean. I think maybe just a press, a careful press, steam and press with these white pages. And yeah, maybe I can make that look pretty nice. I may sell that. I may not. I don't know. Next up, the second appearance of Moon Knight. Werewolf by Night number 33. It's a continuation of his first appearance in Werewolf by Night 32. Awesome, awesome book. This is not going anywhere. I do collect Werewolf by Night. Do I collect Moon Knight? I don't know if I collect Moon Knight or not, but I think I have them all. Creamed off-white pages, that's fine. Nice looking cover. One or two spine ticks only. It's reasonably clean. I'll go ahead and give it a quick clean anyway just to make sure. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is staying in my collection. Last comic. This is a minor key. But, you know, to really make an impression, I decided to bring in a key comic, a major key comic, a really important key comic that is going to, if it hasn't started to skyrocket in value already, within the next few days, it's definitely going to, as this guy is going to be in the MCU. Werewolf by Night, number 32. It's not in the best shape in the world. It's got about a 2-inch crease right in this corner right here. It's got a few spine ticks on it. Most of them are non-color breaking, except for, I think, 2 are color breaking spine creases. It's got a little dirt on the back cover. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to make it look pretty. I wish I could get these creases out. Actually, I know how. I could flatten that out completely, and, you know, if I was the money grubbing horrible person that I could be, I know how to fill those in. I know how to do the color touch so it is not detectable. It is possible. I don't do it. I know how to do it, but I don't do it. You almost literally have to do that with a microscope. Or with a macroscope, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to clean it, I'm going to press it, put it in Mylar, stick it in my collection, and forget about it. I'm perfectly happy with having a very good defined copy. I think I have a better copy somewhere, but I'm happy with this one. And if I have another copy somewhere, guess what? I'm going to keep them both, because I like the character. I like Werewolf by Night. I believe that's it for today's Eternal Mylite project. We're ending it on a key comic. A key comic that a lot of you would love to get your hands on. Some of you just because you'd like to flip it, and some of you because you'd like to have it in your collection. Look at that. Starting page. It's in nice shape. Not perfect, not great, but nice. Anyway, that's it for the Eternal Mylite project. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you saw some things you've never seen before. Hope you saw some things you were just drooled over, like that last one. Let's see. I'll be dropping a cleaning video tomorrow, in which case I will show you why I think you should buy these. These are 1.5-inch putty knife. Make sure you get the plastic one. Don't buy the metal one. Get the plastic one. I'm going to have to do a little work to this, but overall, it's just about what I need. So I'll show you what to do with those. I picked 2 of them up today. They're cheap. I think they're like $1, maybe less than that. It's definitely worth having in your arsenal for cleaning comics and taking care of your comics. So consider picking 1 or 2 up. And I'll see you tonight on Patrick Murphy's Late Night with Patrick Murphy. We'll do a little geeking out and enjoying ourselves like we always do. I will, yeah, see you tonight. In the meantime, make sure, before you handle your comics, cards, toys, whatever you happen to be into, make sure you wash your hands. It's good for your comics, good for your health. Bye. How was that one, Delco?